The average human attention span is now shorter than that of a goldfish, 8 seconds. Yes, 8 seconds. And this affects everything: interaction, learning, entertainment, education. It's like we're all in an audition and we don't know it yet. It's counting 8 seconds. If you don't make an impression in 8 seconds, you're done. Hi guys, welcome to another video. Don't worry, technology is not a villain here, and neither are we. There's so much cutting and moving forward that is happening in the world, and there's so much we need to learn as well. So welcome. There's two scenarios of two people I would like to give and how they embrace technology. Person A, he's always praying against technology, saying handsets and devices are the cause of the devil's tool. And there's this other person, my professor, who adopts the use of technology and the use of AI in class. She teaches us how to use AI to navigate our learning and all those kind of things. A is trying to live a completely zen life, while B is trying to use this advancements as tools and live an easier life. The truth is, both of them are justified, and there's a middle ground for this argument. But the question for this episode is, how do I retain focus when in all honesty I've lost interest? Number one, when it comes to human interactions, I think we need to give people grace, give them a chance. I mean, not everyone is as audible or as fluent as we want them to be. Not everyone can lay out their ideas in a single second. So I think learning patience and learning that some people take time before they're able to process is one way that we can elongate our attention span. Number two, in learning, believe me, we all need to learn things, and that 8 seconds or even a little bit more than that is not enough for learning. Once you're dedicated and engrossed in something, you have to give it your full attention. You have to take away all distractions and focus on it. For example, you're learning in class and you know that this thing is going to help you in the future. There's a way that you put every other thing aside and focus on it. So I guess learning to take away distractions is another way. Looking at it from the other end of the line, there's what we call the elevator pitch, where you lay out everything you want to do, your purposes, your name, and everything down, so that before the elevator goes up and down, you've told someone about you. This helps when you're looking for jobs. This helps when you're trying to pitch an idea. This helps when you're just trying to go straight to the point. So when you're not a listener, when you're the one actually making the discussion or making the small talk, you have to practice your elevator pitch. And if we keep believing that technology is a devil and we need to be delivered from it, we're going to be on a long thing. I mean, there's an advancement of phones every single day. There's new development of AI tools. Is it not recently that Elon Musk brought his new chatbot called Grok? And there are just things like that. There are many things fighting for our attention. There are many things fighting for what we need to do. I mean, people say people don't read as much again, people don't listen as much again. And I say because attention spans have shortened, multitasking has increased. I mean, you'll be cooking in the kitchen, you'll be listening to music, listening to a podcast, listening to a book, and doing other things. I don't know if that's fully true, but that's an argument. And the shortage of attention has increased multitasking. I don't know how true that is, but students should take note. Studies have shown that the overdependence on technological tools has reduced the capacity of the brain and critical thinking. This was also one thing our professor discussed in class. I feel like I've only been discussing the bad side of technology and its effect on attention span, where there are also the good parts. Well, it brings quick access to information, it brings connectability, it brings new job opportunities for people who are looking to work in the digital space as well. It also makes productivity fast. Guys, technology isn't the enemy, distraction is. We need to learn how to set our priorities right, what is in front of us, what needs to be done, and do that as well. That's self-discipline. So what do we say to person A, who has come this far without technology and who, from the theory I gave, has a bigger brain capacity? I think what we will say to him is, or to her, or to the person, is that they're doing a good job, but one way or the other, they need technology as well. And so do we. So the person should try as much as they can to adopt technology to their lives. It will make their lives easier. It will make things happen better. Why do we need to fight against short attentions and give things more focus? That's because it's the gateway to our purpose. I mean, you can't give 8 seconds to your purpose and expect something like good to come out of it. It needs more time. So whatever it is that we want to do in life, we need to give it more time. We need to fight against this goldfish attention span. I think mental fatigue is a downside to low attention span that we don't pay enough attention to. This is because if you keep scrolling, for example, you're scrolling on your phone from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, you don't have the chance to be able to fully assimilate or to fully understand like an information that is given to you, but you keep moving from one to the other, and then you just get tired because you didn't understand all at once. You didn't understand one before moving to the next. So it's like you have a lot of informations without like their in-depth purposes in. The next is reduced creativity. For example, you want to create something, you have to give it your full attention, you have to give it long hours, you have to give it long hours of time. So how much time are you ready to put in to that work? You have to put in more time than normal. Another thing again is impatience. You have to be very patient. And since everything must be instant, since we've gotten used to getting things at the snap of a finger, if things are taking time, we check out of them. There is also spiritual disconnection. After prayers, you just wait a little bit to listen. Maybe if God is going to speak to you, or you're going to hear something or receive something in your heart. But many times these days, especially many people, me as well sometimes, we just get disconnected. Immediately we say amen, we are running away. Instead of waiting and allowing God to speak to us, we have that attention. We can't just wait in a silence. And that's wrong. And the final one I think I'll discuss is impatience and shallowness in friendships, because we don't give people more time, we don't give people like grace and patience, which is not really good, because we need real friendships and strong friendships to be able to sustain us. I don't know if I mentioned that our attention is the gateway to purpose. So what you give attention to would determine your purpose in life. But that may not be what is happening at the moment. But when you just decide and say, what do I want to give like attention to? What do I want to achieve on the long run? Then we can now shift our attention, this little attention, or as much attention as we have, to that particular purpose, instead of wasting it on other things that are not relevant. So after you've watched this video to the end, which I hope you did, I hope you prioritize what gets your attention during this next week. I mean, we are not statistics. There's something I love about human beings. We're not statistics. We're very flexible. We have the capacity to change at any point in time once we decide to. And I know that hopefully this video would encourage one person or the other to be able to make this change, yes, and see how they can increase their attention span, to see how they can take advantage of every time that they have and use it for positiveness. Yes, thanks for watching, guys. See you next week. Bye.